Hey guys, Krystal here. Welcome to my channel. So today, obviously by the title, I wanted to kind of do two videos in one. First, I'm going to do kind of like a scrapbook with me in my Hobonichi, and I'm going to do a plan with me in my Hobonichi. I just wanted to do a quick like scrapbook with me just to show you guys how you can also utilize your pages. I know a lot of people think that you have to use this strictly for planning or just for like memory keeping, doodling, and like painting, but you can also use like clips from magazines and journals and stuff like that as well. So basically, as I showed you in the beginning of the video, I showed you guys my favorites from Lush. And then I'm going to go ahead and create another page here with you guys on camera on things that I want to try out. So I just use the Lush catalogs. They give them out whenever you make a purchase. So I'm just using the same ones that I used, the same catalog that I used. I believe this is the Valentine's Day catalog, but the stuff that I'm selecting aren't the limited edition, so they're still out all year. So what I'm doing is I'm just collecting the stuff that I actually want to try out. And if I love it, I'll go ahead and move it with my favorites. And if I don't like it, I'll just throw it in the trash. I don't find a need to make a page just on stuff that I don't like. You know what I mean? That's kind of a waste of paper. So all I'm doing is just cutting them out, kind of making the shapes a little bit smaller so they can all fit on one page. I do honestly know my obsession is real, so please don't judge me. I know I'm not the only girl who's obsessed with Lush right now, and especially, you know what, we're not even going to get into that. I have a surprise coming up soon for you guys, and I'm like super excited, but I don't want to give away any details right now. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so quick fact. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I almost failed kindergarten because I couldn't cut right. I apparently don't know how to cut on the lines. It's just like I'm over analytical, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to cut on top of the line, behind the line, or before the line. So my cuts used to always come out super janky, and I remember the teacher telling me that I probably wasn't going to go to the first grade because I didn't know how to cut in a straight line. I mean, come on, she's a hater. Okay, let me be creative. So I'm gonna actually start using stamps in here. I've never used stamps in my Hobonichi before. It's like a permanent ink. I will say that the smudging is real, so you do need to let it completely dry. And these are like the dollar stamps from Michaels. I've got them years ago and they still come in handy. They're the random lettering. It's funny though, because I do have the acrylic ones, but I decided to use the wood one instead. I don't know. So as far as bleeding goes, if you do have this, it does bleed, so you need to be very careful. I know Hobonichi does claim that their papers are bleed resistant, I believe, but unfortunately with this ink, it does go through, especially if you press really hard, which is why I do have that catalog there. So it would just kind of like bleed or shadow through the first page. So all I'm doing here is I'm separating them into category. As you can see, like I'm putting all the makeup stuff that I want to try here, and I'm gonna go ahead and make other categories like for skincare and other miscellaneous stuff. So you did see that I did put a blank piece of paper over the ink just to stamp it to keep it from continuing to smudge onto the other page. I am also using washi tape instead of just gluing it down because, like I said, if I do end up liking this, I can go ahead and move it over to my favorites, or I can just toss it in the trash if I didn't like it after all. So once that is completed, I do have my makeup, my skincare, my skin or my body, my hair, and then some miscellaneous stuff there as well. I did want to glue it like I said, but here I'm just showing you like if I do like it, I can just easily move it. I don't have any favorites for my hair right now, but hope maybe in the future I will, and then I'll just go ahead and like cut out the title and then glue it down like my other favorite pages. And honestly guys, that is pretty much it on how. Alright, so the desk that I'm using, I usually just leave everything down here because I don't ever use this desk. This isn't my office desk. It was given to me for free, and yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like plan on the day over here. I'm using another piece of paper to prevent any kind of bleeding and just using a flag. Again, this is from Michael's in that little dollar section. And I'm just gonna go ahead and write a to-do list and use my gift card to go ahead and like make a border around it later on in the day. I normally don't like making the box at the morning, just because if a lot of stuff does pop up that I have to do, I want to be able to just continue writing and writing throughout the day. So in the morning, which is right here, which is why my hair is all nasty, I go in here and I just write down things that I want to do, and if it has like a subcategory, I'll just move over the little bullet points a little bit over, as you can see. Sometimes I am specific with my to-dos and sometimes I'm not. I find that when I am very specific, I'm most productive, just because when I do just have like my top 5 things that I need to do, I forget to do the normal routines like cleaning and stuff like that I have to do regularly. On this particular day, apparently I am making the freaking box, but just to let you guys know, future references, I don't make that box until the end of the day. And right here, this is why. This is the end of the day. I did go ahead and completed some tasks. I also added tasks, and this is why I think that I stopped making that box, because I ran out of room. I thought that if I were to do the box, I would be able to go ahead and like journal throughout the day if I wanted to, or add anything in here like journaling or poetry, whatever. But that just didn't turn out that way, so I just stopped making that box. In my dailies, I usually do different things. Like I will do a to-do section, what happened today, and then a poem, like a thank you poem to God for what I'm grateful for. And I just kind of find that it helps me stay balanced. So whenever I look back at it, I can see what I did that day. I can also see what I experienced that day. And then I can also work on my writing. If you guys don't know, I am a poetry and songwriter. I do make music and stuff like that. So this just really helps kind of like keep things going. Sometimes the poems suck, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. Why is my hand like that though? Like, why does my hand look weird? Like, it's not even uncomfortable with me doing that. I don't know why I'm doing that. So usually what I'll do if I have like any like blank space, if I have the time, I'll go ahead and just put stickers or washi tape or anything like that. Sometimes I just let it be, and then whenever I have extra time on a certain day, I'll just go back and look for blank spaces, and then I'll just put in washi tape and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.